This is number 2 in our Showbiz Justice Countdown. Wow, the husband of celebrity chef Nigella Lawson is blowing off an alleged choking incident as no big deal, even as he accepts a police warning for it. Now, British papers are going nuts over these photos. Lawson's husband, multi-millionaire art collector Charles Saatchi, with his hand around her throat during an apparent argument at a London restaurant. Now, today, Saatchi was issued what's called a caution from London police. It's kind of a warning that's issued for minor crimes there. Nigella's husband calls the argument a playful tiff and says he accepted the police caution to put the matter to rest. Megan, I'm guessing this does not put the matter to rest for you and so many other people today.
No, once again, AJ, domestic violence, something that we need to take seriously. Probably the most disturbing part of this story was that the husband in the beginning said this was a playful tiff. No, this needs to be taken seriously. And I think a lot of times we think that these celebrities that are rich and famous are immune to domestic violence. You know, so many articles out that this only affects lower income families. Not true. Not true at all. It affects all of us, all women, all men, too. So, you know, he's heeding this warning, if you will, which could affect him if he's ever in trouble later in court. It's got to be taken seriously.
You got to wonder what this guy was thinking in a restaurant. I mean, shouldn't do it at all. He's in a public place thinking this is okay. And we haven't heard from her. Nigella hasn't said anything about the incident so far. Her husband does admit there was an argument. But listen to this. This blows my mind, how he explains it to the Evening Standard. This is what he said. I held Nigella's neck repeatedly while attempting to emphasize my point. There was no grip. It was a playful tiff. Nigella's tears were because we both hate arguing, not because she had been hurt. Okay, so he's blowing off the whole thing as if there's ever an acceptable reason to grab someone's neck during an argument.
Right.
Tony, what do you make of that explanation? Are you kidding me?
No, it's a bunch of crap. It's horrible because if you look at the actual picture, she's shaking, and when she walks from the restaurant, those photos as well, she's shaking as well. Not to make light of it, but the only time I've ever put my hands on my wife's neck is to give her a massage, right?
Yeah.
And you can tell by this, no, that's not what's happening there. You just don't do that, and it's an outrage, and it should be.
I mean, Megan, when you hear that explanation, do you think he really believes what he's saying? I mean, it's nuts to me.
No, I think this was someone caught in the act, and he knows it. And again, the important conversation here, AJ, is that we're talking about it because so many people are affected by it. We cannot make light of this anymore.